sovereignty to disobey those men and women and their laws. That is when we took refuge in Article 37 of our Constitution, which gives every person the right, peaceably and unarmed, to assemble, to demonstrate, to picket, and to present petitions to public authorities. Unfortunately, that is what the police are killing people for. People are being arrested in most uncivil way. Many have been abducted commando style and held incommunicado way past the stipulated period of 24 hours within which they must be presented in court. Both police and hired goons are trailing, arresting, and shooting people from unmarked vehicles and those with foreign number plates, raising the question of whether these are police or thugs. Police have also taken over the corridors of justice in our courts. They have attacked families of people seeking justice in court. Honorable Babu Owino was abducted and ferried away from court corridors after being released on bail. Police have attacked journalists and chased them from the court corridors. Protesters, including Azimio leaders, are being put under house arrest and constant surveillance and persistent threat of being arrested. If leaders, including myself, have committed a crime, the state should issue arrest warrants or ask them to present themselves to a police station. In this regard, we very much appreciate the UN Human Rights Office for calling out the Kenya police for failing to facilitate peaceful assemblies and failing the test of legality, necessity, proportionality, and non-discrimination in the use of force. Firearms should never be used to disperse protests, but police are doing so here. Which is why we are currently assembling more evidence, which we will shortly present to the International Criminal Court with an appeal to the court to open a file on state-sanctioned police atrocities in Kenya. They have also seen constant verbal attacks on President Uhuru Kenyatta, the fourth president of the Republic of Kenya, with the withdrawal of security of his mother, Mama Ngina Kenyatta, the attack on his son Jomo by uniformed people claiming to be police, and the attack and vandalization of the Kenyatta family Northland farms, and also the company of yours truly. These developments are alien to this country. As a country, we adopted an unwritten rule that for the sake of stability and dignity of our nation, we shall as much as possible let the retired president live in peace. We left President Moi and President Kibaki in peace. Appreciate the good they did and learn from their mistakes. This is pretty much the case in virtually all countries, unless a retired president is actively involved in undermining the state. The developments here are therefore very worrying. I fear for my country. I have lived in a dictatorship before. I fear a new dictatorship is taking roots here, and our work is cut out for us. We therefore see this as a time of great fluidity for Kenya and the region. If Kenya goes off the rails, it will take down with it huge chunks of the East African community, the Horn, and the Great Lakes region. We feel it is important to keep the world well informed of these developments. We need the understanding of the world in our endeavors to ensure a peaceful and prosperous future in this region. We have long prided ourselves as the buffer for democracy, the anchor state, and the biggest economy in this region. These features are under serious threat. Because of high taxes, weak currency, high cost of power, corruption, and nepotism, investors are fleeing, and our currency is forever falling.